Caryn Green, CEO of Sibikwa Arts Centre, joins us to chat further. Caryn, good afternoon, and thank you for your time with us here on the SABC.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me.
At this point, perhaps you could speak to the success of the festival as you return for a second edition this time around.
Yeah, so last year was an incredible success. It was really great to have the diversity of dancers here at Sibikwa to share their incredible talent. And also to participate in conversations around advancing arts and disability.
No, absolutely. And so perhaps you could speak to the need to showcase such a space, foster such cultural exchanges and collaborations.
Yeah, I think that in general, disability is quite difficult to understand the full complexity of it. And I think that there is a bit of misunderstanding. I think that there is still some stigma and perhaps even some shame around disability. And I think that the arts is really one of the better places to be inclusive and to show that difference can be appreciated and can be celebrated on a professional stage. So we are very excited this year to bring back some of the dancers from Europe, but also to invite a number of dancers from the African continent to continue this conversation around the space of disability, particularly within the arts and culture space.
Well, let's get into that. What can people expect apart from the workshops and the performances? You're speaking about the cultural exchanges and collaborations. Whom all is on board? Which countries will be involved this time around?
This year we've got Ireland, we've got Flanders, we've also got Kenya, Madagascar, and a number of companies that are joining us from South Africa. And I think that just generally the underlying kind of point of the festival is collaboration. So it runs throughout. So through the workshops, through the conversations, through the performances, those are all places for us to come together and engage around the topic.
No, absolutely. And as you unite, in your opinion or from your vantage point, is there enough support for artists and the ever-growing community? In the same breath, what challenges still pervade the arts as it aims to transform and also bring awareness to Disability Awareness Month this time around as well?
I think there are a number of challenges that the arts face generally, that being particularly around financing and investment, around space, around access to opportunities for training and professional platforms. And I think everything is made slightly or even considerably more difficult for people with disabilities, whether that disability is physical or intellectual. I think that there are a number of barriers that we need to be talking about. And particularly today, which is Voter Registration Day, I think that this conversation around mainstreaming disability and ensuring access and accessibility for all people really needs to be one of the main priorities of our conversations in our democratic country.
No, absolutely. And just as we wrap up this conversation, if people want to get involved, how do they go about getting part of this initiative at large from here into?
So we are wanting as many people to participate and engage as possible. So our workshops and the conversations are free. The workshops, you can find out information on Sibikwa Arts Centre's Facebook page or website. And the tickets for the festival days, which are the 26th and the 25th and the 26th of November, can be found on Cricket.
Caryn, thank you for your time at the SAW on the SABC and for weighing in. Of course, Caryn Green is the CEO of Sibikwa Arts Centre.